One of the most common reasons of stuck weight these days is insulin resistance because almost all of us have parents or family members who suffer from diabetes. And if any one of them has had insulin resistance at any point of their life or they've been pre diabetic, so it is highly likely that you could be suffering from insulin resistance. And there are ways to tell whether you have it or not. And if you are suffering from insulin resistance, then your diet and exercise strategy would be as follows. So, insulin resistance symptoms include fatigue, right? You will have sugar cravings and then you just cannot control them. And then there's abdominal weight gain. There's a lot of abdominal weight gain in insulin resistance, and there are darkened skin patches. So, if you see any of these things, it could be a possibility that you are suffering from insulin resistance. There are some lab tests that you can get done to determine whether or not it is the problem that you're facing. And these include fasting insulin levels and fasting blood glucose levels, right? These both are going to tell you whether or not you're suffering from insulin resistance. So yeah, pretty much the test that you do for diabetes, if you get done, so you could tell whether or not you are diabetic yet. It's kind of the pre-stage of developing diabetes. So if you are suffering from this, it is likely that you could develop diabetes later in life. So it's best to catch it at this stage and prevent diabetes from happening. Okay, so what kind of diet that is recommended? Diet is usually low carb and high fiber, right? You have to focus on lean proteins, and the carbs have to be low GL, right? So the low glycemic carbs, like I've explained before, they don't spike your blood sugar right away. What they do is they cause slight increase in your blood glucose levels, and then your blood glucose levels stay up for a long period of time before it plateaus away, right? But with sugar spikes, what happens is whatever foods you eat which causes sugar spike, they raise your blood glucose levels immediately, and then they cause a fall immediately as well. So the problem with that is that you will be having long-term energy crashes in this, and your body will not be able to handle them very well, especially if you have some insulin related issues. So low glycemic load diet is the best way for you to go to assure that not only you are normalizing the insulin sensitivity, insulin resistance in your body, but also the more you solve your insulin related issues, the more likely it is that you will attain your ideal weight sooner rather than later. Some exercise that is recommended if you have insulin resistance would be you have to do regular aerobic exercises and resistance training exercises, because most of this is a hormonal issues. So all of these things are going to work together to help you attain that good health. And when you are at a certain good health, then you will see the weight scale change. And when after the plateau, when you start to lose weight, you won't just lose like 2 to 5 kgs, then you can lose as much as you want, right?